Hi friends, this is Kamalia Rahman and I'm going to demonstrate about the looping statements using shell scripting. So basically a loop is a powerful programming tool that enables us to execute a set of commands repeatedly. So there are different kinds of loops. So I have a while loop, for loop, select loop, until loop. So while loop is used to execute a set of commands repeatedly until some conditions occur. So here is the syntax: while, then command, and do the statement. And for loop operates on list of items. It repeats a set of commands for every item in a list. So this is the syntax as for I equal to 1, I less than equal to a range, I plus plus, then do, followed by the thing we want to do, and then done. Until loop, the while loop is perfect for a situation where we need to execute a set of commands while some condition is true. This is the same with until loop. So until command, do statement, until and while are similar. Select loop provide an easy way to create a number menu from which user can select options. So it is useful when you need to ask the user to enter one or more choices from a list of items. So my first question is to find factorial of a number. So I'm asking to enter number, so echo number, it is reading a number. I'm initializing f equal to 1. Then I'm using a for loop. So for I equal to 1 to n, I plus plus, I am doing. So do f into I. So I'm putting it in expression, expr f into I. So once it is done, I display the result in the address of f. So when we do this, I'm getting the result as factorial of 5 is 120. Then the factorial series, so it will display as 1 factorial plus 2 factorial and so on. So I'm asking to enter range, it is reading the range. Then sum equal to 0, I'm initializing, and fact is equal to 1. So first I'm doing the factorial part and then I'm adding. So the loop is running from 1 to range, then 2 factorial is equal to 1. So for j, another loop I'm using, so for j equal to 1, j less than I, j plus plus, um, do fact equal to expression of factorial into j. So this is uh, doing the factorial part, and then the sum I'm doing it outside the loop. So sum equal to expression of sum plus the factorial. So I get the factorial series as this. So I'm entering the range. So 1 factorial plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and 5 factorial. So it will give me the sum as 153. Then to create a Fibonacci series, so it's quite easy. So echo the series length, then I'm entering the range, and then I'm initializing the variables f1 and f2. One is minus 1, another is 1. So the series will be f3 is equal to, using the for loop here, so f3 is equal to expression of f1 plus f2. So this two gets added and the first one becomes 0. Then f1 is equal to f2 and f2 becomes f3. So it when it adds up continuously, it will give me the Fibonacci series. So I'm getting the series length is 10, so I'm getting the series here. The next one is to create a multiplication table. Here I'm asking which multiplication table. So I'm entering a number, then the range. So for I equal to 1 to the range I plus plus, do echo n into s of I. So it will give, if you give number, then 5 into I. So the number of times the loop will go on. It will multiply n into I and I'll get the result. Now here is the output. I'm doing the multiplication table of 5 and the range is 20. So 20 times the loop works and it will give me the result. The next one is to program a scientific calculator. So I have used many options like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, square root, then the value of sine, cosine, tan, natural log, square of a number, and 10 base log. Then I'm reading the option. So I'm using a case. So this is like a switch case in your normal C or C++. So here switch case is reading. So case, the syntax is case, the variable name in, then I'm echoing. Then the cases are here. For the first one, I have to add, so enter two numbers. I'm reading two numbers and displaying the sum. For the next one is difference, so I'm entering the two number and echoing the difference. Next is multiplication, so I'm echoing the multiplication, the product of the two numbers. Then the fourth one is division, so I'll just echo the quotient. So here the division equal to echo of the variables divided. And then the fifth one is square root of a number, so it has a built-in function sqrt. The square root of number, I'll get the result. Then here to find the value of sine, cos or tan, first I have to make the degrees into radians. So to convert this, I have this formula. So first I have to calculate the pi value. So pi value is calculated as 4 into a l. Then the radian value, I have the degree into pi by 180. So just like in mathematics we do. So once I convert the radian into degree into radian, then I can get the value. So it has the built-in function. Then sine's built-in function is s followed by the radian value. So s into the radian value pipelined with bash command will give me the value of sine. Then similarly for cos also, first I'm calculating the radian value, and for cos I have the built-in variable called c and its function. So c and the radian value will give me the value of cos. Then for tan, I am doing the similar thing, and I'm just dividing sine by cos to get the tan value. For the natural log, this is the command. So I'm reading the value for which I want the natural log, and I have this L function. It's a built-in function. So for pipeline by bash command, so once I do it, I get the natural log value. Same for the 10 base log. I'm reading the value and then I'm going as log of log value divided by the by 10. So I'm getting the 10 base log value. And for getting square of a number, I'm just simply multiplying the number 2 times, so I get the square of a number. So these are some of the functions I included in scientific calculator. So as you can see here, it's showing me the sum of two numbers. It is the next one is difference of two numbers. Then the next one is square of number. No, it's multiplication. So I'm giving this two numbers. The product is displaying. The next one is option 5, that is square root of number. So 6 square root is giving me 3. Then I have chosen sine value. So sine 30 value is sine 30 is 0.5. So it's giving me 4.499, close to the original value. Then I did the tan 45 is 1, so I'm getting 0.9999. Then next one, I have chosen square of a number, so I'm giving 25 and I'm getting the square of a number as 625. So these were some of the operations I did using the looping statements. Thanks for watching.